Hi, I am Jason, and welcome to BCJ Coding. I am the creator of LlaraveLlama. If you haven't watched my intro video yet, please be sure to check that out to get the full picture of the power that is LlaraveLlama. LlaraveLlama is the best private turnkey GPT and the only one that is built for mobile and desktop devices. The Docker image has 3 amazing models, 20 assistants, and a plethora of starter conversations, from recipes to amazing sports moments to debugging complex code. The best part about LlaraveLlama is the install. It's a 1-command install. Now, let's get into today's video. Okay, so we're here at our Linode dashboard, and I'm also SSH'd on VS Code into the Linode. So the Linode has 4 GPU cores, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it is running the RTX 4000, which has a pretty nice complement of CUDA and Tensor cores, and somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 T-flops, so pretty powerful GPU, works great with the LLama models. To find my LlaraveLlama Docker project on GitHub, on your search engine of choice, just punch in Better Call Jason. That's my alias on GitHub. And then LlaraveLlama and Docker. And it'll be the first item. We're going to head on down to our installs. For the purposes of this video, we're going to assume that your system already has Docker installed and that your system already has the appropriate NVIDIA drivers to work with your system. So here we are down. We have cloned our project. So if you haven't done that already, clone the project and CD into the project. If you need to install Docker, use these commands. If you need NVIDIA setup, and this is for GPUs only, of course, this is a GPU tutorial, use these commands. You will need to reboot your system and then get back in your project. And then here's a couple commands. We're going to use this one here, the watch NVIDIA SMI, to take a look at what's going on under the hood once our Docker image is pulled and our GPT is up and running. But for now, we're going to skip all that, and we're going to get down to installing our image from Docker. If you are using just the CPU version, all you need is the docker compose up command. For our GPU version, we have a specific gpu.yaml file that we're going to be referencing. So you're going to need this command for the GPU version. So you just copy it, come over to our terminal, and this is going to begin the process of building the LlaraveLlama project. So it's a couple containers. The first is essentially the application, and that is a Laravel application. Laravel is a PHP framework, very modern, very robust, very safe. Great to work with. As a full-time developer, I love Laravel. I'm a PHP, JS, LAMP stack developer. The longest part of the pull is the Llama, because we went ahead and put the Llama models inside the image. And that way, if they ever become unavailable, they are on our system. So we're not even depending on Llama or Meta to maintain the availability of these models. Just a little bit more here. It's extracting. And now we did put into the Docker image for Llama 3 models, the very lightweight models. So they will work on non-GPU systems. You probably want 6 to 8 cores at a minimum and a minimum 8 gigabytes of RAM. And you're going to see some good performance. Now, once you get into longer context lengths and things like that, it's not going to work so well. It's going to take some time, and there may be some timeouts between the API calls. So it's best to run this on a GPU. I'm very excited because probably the next video I'm going to make in this tutorial series is going to be a video setting up LlaraveLlama on Jetson Orin Nano. So I'm super excited to get one of those, and it should be arriving very soon. And I'm going to make a video about the full setup process using the Jetson Orin Nano. But for now, our Docker image is created for the LlaraveLlama and the LlaraveLlama. So LlaraveLlama Ollama 1, that is our Docker container for Ollama. And then we have just the LlaraveLlama, which is the application container. So the next thing we're going to do is go over to our browser, and we're going to hit that browser. And there you go. It is fully installed. That's all you have to do. It is super easy to get up and running as long as you have the prerequisites in place. We have the light theme, dark theme. I'm a big fan of the dark theme. Get your backyard garden going. Solving a coding challenge. And as you see, we've got 3 very lightweight models installed. Let's test it out. And I tell you what, I've got some tabs here on the VS Code. I have this one command for the NVIDIA SMI, and so we're using the watch value with the NVIDIA SMI. So it's going to continue to update this in real time. It's going to happen really fast because these are small models. A simple PHP application task manager is fine. And there you go. It is getting to work. Very fast. Once it's all completed, it does format it, but we don't format on the fly. And that's something I'm going to look into doing at a later. So just like that, you get the creating the database architecture, the credentials. We're using PDO. I didn't ask it to use PDO. It automatically knew that it needed to use PDO. Guide you through all the steps. Now, this assistant here, if you hover over it, it will show you exactly what the assistant is. You can also edit the assistant. And you get 20 plus assistants like that. Home organization expert, bedtime story creator. Actually, let's do something fun. I haven't used a lot of these models. And there we go. And you see our GPU is firing away. And just like that, we have a bedtime story custom designed for your child. The recipe wizard's another cool one. Let's switch models. I like Qwen as well. So let's switch models here. Only have 30 minutes. And if you notice when you change models and change assistants, it does notify you. Only have 30 minutes, need to make a stovetop lasagna. A quick, effective recipe. And there we go. The GPU is firing away. Really works amazing. And there we have it. And let's throw a monkey wrench in there, all out of olive oil. And looky there. So we get our substitute ingredients. Everything gets formatted beautifully. I really do love this.